Last witness was killed. What the Hello, my name's Rico, and I'm here with the Big Apple School, and today we're going to talk about games. So, video games can help you improve your English, and some people don't like to play video games. That's fine. Most people like to do what they do in their own language, so I like to play video games in my own language, and to practice my Russian, I play a game called Metro 2033, and it's a Russian game. It helps me practice my Russian. Some people like to read, and they read in their own language, so they practice English by reading in English. Some people like to watch movies, and if you like to watch movies in your own language, you can watch movies in English to help you practice. So, one of the ways to help you learn English is play video games, if that's what you like to do. So, some examples, like what I'm playing right now, Skyrim. Skyrim is an RPG, and with RPGs, you have a character, you build up the character, and because you're building a character, they become very addicting. RPG, by the way, role-playing game. So you're playing a role. You're playing like a character, and you're building him up. So these games become very addicting, and it's good that they become addicting because it helps you come back. You keep coming back to study your English, and the more you get addicted to it, the more English you study if you're playing in English, which is good. Some people like to play MMORPGs, which is mass multiplayer online role-playing games. It's a long term, you don't need to remember it. Basically, WoW. Let's do this. Dragons! Which is World of Warcraft. WoW is a MMORPG. Or a kind of MMORPG is like LOL, which is League of Legends, LOL. I have friends that like to play both, World of Warcraft and League of Legends, and that's the way that they practice their English. If it's online, you speak with other players, you speak, you type, or you have a headset and you speak to them and you practice your English. Or if it's offline, you go to all the players and you speak to every player to see what they have to say, to listen to them. So then you practice in all the ways. You can type, you can listen, you can speak, and it's a good way to practice. If you don't want to go the new school route, like Fallout and Skyrim, you can go old school. I have a friend who practiced a lot of his English with DuckTales, which is an old like Nintendo game, and that's how he did it. Another way is text games. There are games that are only text. So on the computer, it asks you some question. It's like a riddle. You have to type the right answer, and then they will let you pass if you type the right answer, or if you don't type the right answer, they'll give you another hint. And it's kind of like riddles, and you have to keep typing, and you have to keep thinking and reading, and that's a good way to practice. Or if you want to go the portable way, I have a PSP.
Did they take Maria? I think so. They took everyone else. I wanted to stop them, but I had to hide.
PlayStation Portable, right? Other portable games are Game Boy and Nintendo DS, and things like this. So you can take this with you. A good game that has a lot of text. It may sound funny, but Pokemon.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Pokemon has a lot of text, so every time you go to somebody, you have to go, you speak to them, and you read what they have to say. Depending on what they say, it either helps you or it's useless, but you have to speak to people, so it's a good way to practice. One of my favorite games, my all-time favorite games, and I try to play every single one that comes out, is Metal Gear Solid.
The battle has ended, but we are not yet free. The war is over, but we still have a score to settle.
Now they have like the fifth one, and these games are very interesting. They have a very deep story, so they keep you coming back. And if you are very interested in the story, you want to play more, then you learn more. Metal Gear has 4 games that I've played, and they're very deep, and it's a lot of speaking. There's a lot of cutscenes where you watch things, or you actually interact and play. You read the menus and stuff like that, and it helps you a lot. So one good way to practice your English, if you don't want to watch movies, if you don't want to read, play video games. Just make sure that you do it in your in the other language, not in your own language. Try to do it in English if you're studying English. If you're studying another language, then do it in the other language. Like me, I do it in Russian. But it really does help you, and it's a good, fun way to practice. So I recommend it. That's about it. I guess we'll finish up. My name's Rico with the Big Apple School, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.